Hello guys, it's me Tariq Akhtar Ansari. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can deploy Node.js application into cPanel hosting. I already made REST API using Node Express and MySQL database, which is properly working in my local host. I can show you few examples like login endpoints. If I pass correct email and password, I'll get response like message login successfully with a token. So I need to pass this token to access to other endpoints, otherwise we can't. So if I pass valid token here, bearer token, and then hit API/users endpoint, then I'll get all the users information. Let me show you my database as well. So here you can see test is my database, and inside that registration table. So these are the information which you have seen in front end. So all the APIs endpoints around this table only. So before starting this video, I'm assuming you have already REST API. If you want to learn how to build REST API using Node Express and MySQL database, link in the description, you can check out. You will get exactly what you are seeing here. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get right into it. Okay guys, before starting this video, I'm assuming one more thing. You have already a cPanel hosting account. If you don't have, if you want to learn how to purchase a domain, how to set up your domain with hosting provider, for that I have a separate video. I'm not going to show each and everything here because it will take most of the time, and I want to keep this video as short as possible. So please go and purchase a hosting account from anywhere. GoDaddy, BigRock, Bluehost, doesn't matter. But for me, I purchased from GoViral Web Host because they provide cheapest hosting in my knowledge. So you can buy from here as well, and they are also providing the option for Node.js deployment. So if you are buying from any other hosting provider, make sure they are providing you option for deployment Node.js application. So let's go to step number 1. We need to first create a database. So inside a database section, click on MySQL database wizard and choose your database name. So in my case, I'm choosing testdb. So my database name will be obapcom_test_db. Then click on next step. Here you need to create a database user. So here I'm choosing database user test123. So my database user will be obapcom_test123, right? Now here you need to choose a password and make sure your password is strong enough. So I'm generating password by clicking over password generator, and I'm copying this password and I'll use here. So you can see in the bottom it's a very strong password, and for your future use, just keep that password safe in any of the file and click on create user. Now you need to give permission to currently created user. So I'm giving all the permission to this user. So just I'm copying this just because I need two things from here: database name and database username. That's it. We have created our database successfully. Now the next step, we need to export our local database. For doing export, just click on database, click on export and click on go. So you can see this file is downloaded. Now go to your admin panel, I mean hosting provider account. Click on PHP MyAdmin and click on your database. So in my case, testdb. Click here, click on import, and whatever the database you have exported, import here. Thus, click on go button. That's it. So here you can see table registration is imported here with all the data, as you can see in my local. Let me click here. So that's it. I imported database successfully. So believe or not, we have successfully completed step number 1. So let's move to step number 2. Go to software section and click on Node Setup Node.js app. Click here, create application, and we need to fill up few information. First of all, we need to select Node.js version. I'm going to select 12.18.3 because it is a latest version and it is also a recommended one. Now here you need to select application mode. If I'll change development to productions, our node env variable value will be updated from development to production. Be sure if you are using this variable anywhere in your applications, make sure you are using their value development or production. All will be in small letter. Then application root. Here just define a name. Like here I'm defining Node.js, so it will create a folder with a name Node.js inside file manager. Now here you need to specify the application URL. So here I'm giving API. So this will be our base URL, and let me select my domain name. I already did the setup multiple domains, so I'm choosing a 925hub.com. If you have only one domain, it will show only one in list. Now the next thing, here you need to specify your startup application startup file. In my case, my application is starting from app.js file, right? So that's it. Now here you need to add environment variables. If you're using in your applications, you need to specify all the environments variable here. Let me first create this application, then I'll add environment variables. So Node.js applications created. Now here you can see we need to first upload package.json file, or we can upload all the files. So let me go to my local directory where we have our applications. So select all the file and folders. Don't select .git file and node modules, and zip all this. Make sure it should be in zip format. So here you can see I zipped everything. Now go to your file manager. As I already said, there will be a folder inside our root. So go to root. In my case, this is my root folder, and you will find a Node.js folder here, because we have specified our root directory Node.js. So inside this, you'll see we have already a default application. So let me delete all the default file and folders here. Select all, delete, skip trash, confirm. Now upload, select. So this is the zip file of my application. Once uploaded successfully, now extract here. Make sure inside the Node.js folder, extract all the files. Now we have extracted successfully. Now delete .zip file. This is not required anymore. Okay, that's it. So all the applications we have uploaded successfully in our cPanel. Now go back to our Node.js setup file. Now refresh this page one more time. Here you will find two buttons. Now this time you can see detected configuration file. So it's already detected because we have uploaded everything in that folder, Node.js folder. So inside this folder we have uploaded. So now it's detecting package.json file. You can edit this also if you want to add additional packages here. So if we'll click on run npm install, it will install all the files, but it will never install any dev dependencies. It will install all the dependencies but not dev dependencies, right? So just cancel this and click on npm run install. It will install all the packages. So it installed all the packages in our application, which is required to run our Node.js application. Now the next thing, let me show you guys in our code. For doing the database connection, if you'll go inside my database.js file, you will find I haven't did any hard-coded value. Every value I'm getting from environments variable. So all the values I'm getting from environment variable. So let's set up the environments variable in cPanel. So let's go to our environment variable. So here you can see MySQL host, users, password, all this information we need to set up, then only it will be able to connect with database. So let's start adding environment variable. So the first variable which I used in my application, MySQL host. So it will be same as localhost. Done. Second variable, MySQL username. In my case, my username is different. What is my username? Username is obapcom_test123. So just copy this username and paste here. Second variable is also done. Let's copy third environment variable, password. In local, MySQL password is blank, but in server we have a password. Our password is this. Let's copy, paste here. Done. Add one more variable, port 3306. Done. Add one more variable, MySQL database. In local, database name was test, but in cPanel I have created database obapcom_test_db. So this name will be here. Done. Let's go to JWT key, add this variable as well here. Paste here. Done. Now port number is not required because in server we don't need to run our application on any specific port. Instead of that, just make sure it should be blank. So only provide callback, or otherwise don't provide anything. Just do app.listen and node env. So this variable, I don't need to add this variable here because already this environments added one variable node env, and their value will be production. Okay, so that also not required here. So now let's go to inside file manager and open app.js file, and we need to edit little bit here. As I said, make sure don't pass any custom port here, either only give callback or don't give anything. So we don't need port anymore. Now just save this, and let's put semicolon here as well. Save this and close this. That's it. Let's back to Node.js setup. So we almost did everything. Just make sure everything is correct. Just save this. Now let's open again. We can see this message. Let's go to users. Access denied. So it means it is working fine. Let's copy this URL from here. Let's go to Postman. First we will do login. Let's Control V. Now you can see it's working fine. So this information, this time it's not coming from my local host, it's coming from server. So this token is coming from our cPanel hosting. So it means we have successfully deployed our application. So let's access other pass token here, trying to get. Okay, because it's in localhost and local server is not working, so we need to use this URL. So we have successfully deployed our applications. You can see the headers, all the information. So this is coming from Lightspeed server, not from localhost, and all the other information. That's it for this video. If it really helps you, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys. We'll see you in next video.